Good afternoon. Thank you very much. I've testified several times in the past as a private citizen. My name is Liz Tabor. I'm from Newport. I'm the president of Citizens Concerned About Casino Gambling. And I was really pretty hurt driving up, listening to a talk radio station that shall not be named, hearing a recent discussion about a legislator who has decided not to pursue running for office. The phone calls were what were so disturbing. Call after call said she must have been threatened. She must have been bribed. She must have something nefarious. It's so upsetting to think someone who was leading the oversight committee, who was trying to work with the group to give credibility to point out a few who may not have been as honorable as all of you, would automatically there be a perception by the citizens of this state that there's something criminal going on. It's time we change that perception. There's incredibly good work being done here. You should be recognized for it, and we should be confident in the work that you're doing. The citizens, not the legislature, created the Ethics Commission by Constitutional Convention in 1986. We thought this language was abundantly clear, but legal language is not intuitive, and even Supreme Court justices disagreed about its interpretation. But let me remind you, the voters did not seek consensus of the legislature first. We have learned a painful and damaging lesson over these past 7 years. The Irons decision is a shining example how much language does matter. And Irons himself, from reading Phil West's book, was one of my white hats, and by the end of the book became a black hat. To be in an environment where you're trying to do good, but the pressures and the power around you can pull you in is not something any of you should be subjected to ever. Also among the new changes in 81-89, the Ethics Committee can no longer expel any member of the legislature. I haven't heard that mentioned. One of the reasons is it's never been abused. It's never been used in 29 years. We don't stand against it. The clean government groups that stand with Mr. Felkner and his efforts, and again, with the increase of the two-thirds vote for a rule change, there are more controls on the Ethics Committee moving forward, but they must be free to do their job. Speaker Mattiello just testified and he used the words investigate and prosecute. Using that word prosecute, it seems clear to me that adjudicate was his intent. I ask all of you in an amendment to please say what we mean and mean what we say. I support the language changes being suggested by Common Cause and all of the coalition group members. The moratorium language is an effort at reform, and because it might be tested and changed, it does not belong in the Constitution itself, which should be more based on timeless principles that guide our state. 60 days seems rather sufficient, but please let the Ethics Commission continue to investigate and proceed with any charges that come up during that time. Thank you very much for listening and for your efforts to move this forward. It's incredibly important, and every citizen is talking about it, whether you know they are or not. We can't call our reps every single day. We can't read every paper cover to cover. There's too many to keep up with. So I ask all of you to believe that we're upset, and we really thank you for helping to fix this.